What's up, guys? Day four. Or, no, day three. My bad. Day three. um, First thing I want to mention is I'm still tired, but not as tired as I was the previous nights, which is a good thing because I guess I'm becoming my more authentic self um, versus playing a quote unquote character. Um, the night was okay. Still did some half stepping. Didn't get to approaching right away. I guess I was having approach anxiety. Um, I mean, had a few good interactions, but for the most part, they were all, well, it was nice to meet you, or I've been noticing I get a lot of, we got to go to the bathroom. And then they kind of, are you going to be here still? And I'm like, yeah, I'll be around. But I don't know if anybody else does that, but I don't like to wait around. If that's the case, I'll just go continue doing more approaches. And I mean, is that code? Is that another way that they end their interactions? Instead of giving you a nice to meet you, they say, well, we're going to go to the bathroom. I don't know. Somebody give me their thoughts on what their experiences have been. Um, yeah, was definitely half stepping. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm making very, 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 very slow progress. But I think I'm also realizing one night a week isn't cutting it for me because I kind of feel like I'm making such very little progress that it looks like I'm not even moving at all. But you know what they say, it's a game of inches, right? Um, I did experience judgment fatigue and basically like almost mental burnout. Um, but mentally though, it's kind of weird because after the club let out and everybody started going home, I really didn't do any approaches. I maybe did one or two, but I also didn't feel like mentally exhausted. So I'm not sure if I'm just building my endurance or if it's because I didn't have that many interactions. Um, I mean, I don't know if anybody else has like a ritual they do, once they on their way to the venue, like in the car and even walking to the venue if you go downtown. Because I don't approach anybody really when I'm on my way to the venue, which I'm not sure if it's a good thing. I would imagine that it's not a good thing. I should be approaching the minute I step foot. I get out of my car, just to kind of build that momentum. Um, I mean, I would love feedback on how to do that, how to get that momentum, that train rolling. Um, let's see what else. Um, oh, and I've also been noticing that I guess I've been, well, it has been a line an opener that I've used that a lot of them are picking up that it's a pickup line, but it's like, so I kind of had to stop using it. Um, I've been trying. My interactions. I basically just ask a lot of questions, and I don't. I want to get it out of the habit of doing that because I'd rather switch from asking questions to making statements, if that makes sense, or find like a healthy mix of the two. Just because I feel like they're not really engaged as much as if they start asking questions about you, because any question that I ask, like, are you from Denver? And they'll answer, and then they'll ask the same question back. And it's like, I don't know if you would consider that engaging. I guess you could. But I just feel like I could get more engagement. I'm not sure how to get more engagement from the sets that I approach. Um, I guess that's another thing I need to work on. Also, I don't know. I kind of feel like my interactions just fizzle out. Like, I'll step up to them, I'll say what's up, try to swing through the opener by asking questions, and then kind of just reaches a dead end. And then either I'll walk away because I feel like, I don't know, I walk away if I feel like they're not being very engaging, which I'm not sure if if that's a good thing, if I should just, to quote Owen, if I should stay till the bitter end. But then again, it's kind of a numbers game for me. Like, I'd rather do as many approaches as I can than get quality approaches, if that makes sense. Like, but obviously, if I feel like I'm getting good engagement from, the girl that I'm talking to or the set that I'm talking to, that I'll stay with them longer. But if it's just me asking questions and them answering it and that's pretty much it, then I'll just kind of stand there for a few minutes, but then I'll eventually walk away. Um, I did do one Hand of God today, which I'm proud of because I've never done a Hand of God. Um, I mean, I'm definitely having more successful pulls because, like, I'll give them an instruction and they'll comply, which is a good thing. Um, yeah, and just end of the night. Um, didn't really do any more approaches after I left. Just basically walked to my car and drove home, and now I'm giving you my video blog. Um, I guess some sticking points, some areas that I feel I do good at, kind of irrelevant to when I go game, but I mean, if it comes to day 2, if I actually go past, the initial meeting and then getting their numbers and then doing small talk and blah, 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 if I actually get them to go on a day 2 with me, my success rate is actually pretty high, which is a good thing. So maybe I should just focus on getting that day 2 instead of, going home with somebody. And then I feel like I have a sense of humblement when I leave the club. But it's kind of a mixture of that, and it's also self-pity. Like, for some reason, I feel like because I'm walking home alone again, that it wasn't really a successful night. But I guess, I mean, I did have a bunch of small victories, during the night, and that's one thing I should be proud of, as my comrades would point out. Um, yeah, I mean, eventually I'll get to the ultimate prize, but because I have so much to work on, any victory that I make, I should be celebrating, which I do need to. I will start doing. Like, especially getting to the club, because going out has been a chore for me, honestly. I just feel like, I don't know. I guess I don't have the stamina to keep this up. And honestly, I'm very close to wanting to do a 90-day challenge. just because I feel like I'm behind everybody else. Like I'm the slowest one in the group compared to my peers, and but I guess I shouldn't compare myself to my peers. Um, so that's why I feel like I need to do at least 90 days, or maybe I just may decide to continue doing it daily until I can actually get to, until I can level up, basically. And I say that now, but by tomorrow night, I could be regretting what I'm saying and regret saying that I want to do a 90-day challenge. But I guess this video dragged on a little too long. Um, but I mean, any feedback that you guys have, any, I guess, tactics that you use. Oh, one thing I should probably start doing is probably meditating more regularly, because I'll meditate every once in a while, but I should make it a regular occurrence, because I feel like if I have more emotional control, that I'll have more successful interactions in terms of engagement. But yeah, so I guess those are things I need to work on. But any other things you guys feel like I should work on, or you know, tactics I should try, etc. Let me know in the comments, because I mean, I would love to hear from any and everybody in the group. So till tomorrow.